Я в Дискорде запустил, да, чтобы ты видел.
Да.
Ну, ты, в принципе, можешь личес себе открыть и просто с личеса ту же самую картинку смотреть, пока там не одобрили еще.
Как что?
Ну, открыть сайт личеса и открыть доску, и просто видеть то же, что и я, и комментировать.
Да не, мне... Ну почему? Можно же и... Да пофигу, какая разница. Типа, люди же видят изображение... Ты транслируешь личес, да?
Ну да.
Блин.
Я транслирую с задержкой, если что.
С большой?
Там написано малая, то есть я могу попробовать остановить записи и поставить на наименьшую, но она все равно будет. Ну а если ты откроешь сам, то там будет без задержки. Ну или если я не помню, в
Я
Дискорде запустил.
каждый раз же надо что-то будет новое, ну то есть это надо переключаться постоянно.
Ну да, но я в Дискорде запустил. Давай проверю. Ну да, я в эфире, Ты можешь в Дискорде смотреть, там без задержки будет.
Угу.
Открыл?
Так, ну я вижу, да, я вижу партию.
Ну, хорошо. И что? Мы ждем, пока одобрят? Ну и пока будем смотреть за этими партиями, да?
Да, то есть мы ждем это как бы просто, ну, когда одобрят, тогда одобрят, может, они вообще там долго будут думать.
То есть, когда одобрят, у меня трансляция, вот, которая то, что я сейчас показывается, сместится на то, что должно показываться, да? По их мнению, по мнению личес.
Нет, личес просто будет транслировать то, что идет на ютубе, то же самое будет идти на личесе.
Ну вот, я так и говорил. Ну, то есть,
Да,
все-таки снимать буду я, они будут просто ретранслировать.
Да.
Ну вот, то есть, мне самому нужно решать, что тут снимать. Ну вот,
Да.
я открыл доску, ну вот ты говори, если что, я могу там... Не вижу кнопку, могу выйти, открыть там другую доску. Так что вот, ты будешь моими руками.
Хорош. Да.
Если что, всем привет. Это трансляция с канала MIPT Chess.
Андрей с нами?
Да, я с
Ты
вами.
можешь тоже нам управлять, что, как транслировать, какие партии там и так далее.
Ну окей, я просто сейчас сам играю, но я не знаю, как.
Да?
В турнире?
Да.
Ты играешь, да. Да, ссылку можно скинуть куда-нибудь на вот это вот? Я покидаю, меня там знакомые тоже просили покидать.
На трансляцию?
Да.
Ну, зайди там на ютубе на мой канал и скопируй
Да.
с трансляции. Я тоже могу, но это мне нужно будет свернуться, чтобы
Сейчас.
никто ничего не видел.
А меня тоже скинете, я сейчас всем рекламу сделаю.
Можешь попросить, чтобы в группе сделал наш админ, ну, то есть объявление.
Андрей, тебе в Discord, в чат, куда?
Можно в Discord, да. Я сейчас партию доиграю и...
Ага.
Но тут пока что идет довольно медленно. Не как ты говорил, что будет очень быстро и будет лютый ад.
Угу. Ну да, что-то вдумчиво все играют.
Ну, это потому, что они там не берсерка не активировали.
Угу.
В общем, я на ютубе себя открою, чтобы самого себя можно было смотреть трансляцию за неимением второго монитора. Я что-то не могу на своем канале найти свою же трансляцию.
Нормально. Так.
Ой, я нашел. Алексей Крылов, Куку. Здравствуйте, Алексей Крылов.
А что-то по голосу там, кстати. Меня слышно то, что я в Дискорде, да, говорю же?
Ну, должно быть слышно. У меня, по идее, все было настроено так, что было слышно.
Лех, признавайся, слышно, что я говорю?
Да, проверь. Али. Андрей лучше пусть проверит. Ну, или Леха, да. Но самое главное, чтобы было одинаково нас громко слышно. Вот, по идее, тут так и настроено в среднем. Ну, кстати, сколько тут задержка? По-моему, 5 секунд. То есть вот я смотрю на телефоне и на вживую на компьютере. Вот на компьютере вот время у человека на 5 секунд больше. То есть тут задержка малая. Она действительно малая. А еще есть наименьшая задержка. Это я не знаю, прям уж это прям сразу.
Да, тут вообще нет задержки. Мгновенно. У меня вообще одинаково просто.
Одинаково, что в Дискорде.
И в реальности. Вообще одинаково.
Ну, потому что в Дискорде задержки нет. В Дискорде это я для тебя веду
А,
трансляцию.
у этих будет... я
Да,
понял.
задержка только на Ютубе.
Так, что-то пишут там. Меня не слышно, пишет. Так.
Я могу сделать
Да,
тебя
тебя
погромче.
слышно, а меня нет.
То есть делать погромче тебя, да?
Ну, получается.
Ну давай, в Дискорде. Так, ты... Ну-ка скажи что-нибудь.
Раз.
Ну вот так гораздо громче. Я в тебя 1,5 раза громче сделал. Вот сообщите там мне, как там, нормально теперь?
Ну, я вот жду. Леха напишет.
Леха может сразу в чат писать.
Ну да, ну...
Так, кидать людей, да?
Сейчас, у нас тут проблема со звуком есть.
А, окей. Кидать людей, да?
Ну,
Раз. Сейчас, у нас
да,
тут проблема со звуком есть.
А,
О,
окей.
теперь слышно, да. Я сам слышу, что меня слышно. Раз.
ну, на будущее лучше отключить, да, но все хорошо, да, теперь прям отлично.
Так. Ну что, а теперь что, мы ссылку в этот кидаем тоже, да, получается? Где в
В
сам
группу?
турнир?
ВК?
Нет, ну
Да.
не честно, в сам турнир, да, кинуть?
Ну да, ну ты говоришь, что они не одобрили просто.
Нет, в чат, в смысле самой арены. Можно кинуть
Ну,
ссылку на YouTube просто,
ну,
да? Андрей,
хорошо,
правильно?
давай.
А, я сейчас прямо ее закреплю.
А, да?
Вот. В этом.
Хорошо бы еще видеть. Человек смотрит. А, да.
Так, это бродкастинг, по-моему, да?
Все слышно, все ок.
Все, получается, скоро начинаем, да? Сейчас кидаем сюда, кидаем, там Андрей все раскидает.
Угу. Сейчас я в процессе.
Можно было даже
Интрига?
пока
Ничего себе.
тем временем попытаться вот эту вот штуку увеличить.
Вот. Написал в шапке тут турнира.
Ага.
Сейчас ребятам скину.
Чтобы мой никнейм не полили. Ну и просто лишней надписи не было. Не то, что я не хочу, чтобы мой никнейм полили, но просто как-то так принято. Вот. Ну и покрупнее будет. Ну да, больше я это трогать не буду и буду пока что жить на вкладке Личеса. Ну, а ты пока там распространяй. Ты можешь пока начинать комментировать, а то что-то тихо, пока зайдут люди. Уже сработаемся как-то.
Сейчас я напишу сам. Андрей, я тогда в сам чат тоже напишу, хорошо? Скину.
Я в чат скинул, но окей, можешь продублировать, в принципе.
Скажи, когда начать, Андрей.
Что начать?
Ну, что-то там комментируй, когда все
Да
раскидаем.
когда хочешь.
Можно уже начинать, да? Ну,
Ты
хорошо.
начинай, но они присоединятся, ну ты же ничего не потеряешь, если начнешь сейчас комментировать, они когда все присоединятся.
Hello there, chess fans. Hello to everyone watching. Today we are casting the International University Chess Championship. And now we're going to watch games of the best leaders of our tournament. Now the team that is leading is the French team. And well, what game are we going to watch now? Guys, please turn on some game.
It's... Oh, we already gave up. Threaded.
Okay, so let's open.
Yes, I didn't notice. So you could choose any?
Yeah, maybe let's watch the games of the leader of the tournament now.
Okay.
From the French team. Yeah. So playing for white is a huge rated guy, almost 2500. So the position is with advantage for black. So black has an extra pawn here, and yeah, now the e5 pawn is also in danger. Maybe white have to play f4 now to defend it.
Just in case, we'll speak all in English, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are casting in English. So rook h3, that's white is trying to create some threats on the king side. Black are playing safe. If black took the e5 pawn on the recent move, white, I think, we're planning to play bishop b3 check, king h8, and rook takes a7 check and queen h5 checkmate. Now knight d5, and yeah, black decides finally to take the second extra pawn. And the problem here for black is that pieces are not developed. Bishop on c8 is quite passive, and also the king's position on the king side is I'll not say wide open, but well, black have some weaknesses here for sure that can be exploited. For example, if white decide to exchange and take the e7 bishop, dark squares would be weak here. Now bishop going to h6, queen maybe planning to go to d4, somewhere like this. This is looking scary, let's say, for black. But well, black still has 2 extra pawns, and if black can consolidate this position, this would be quite an easy win. Well, so white decided to play queen d2, So maybe the idea is to take on e7, then play something like bishop g5, maybe. So let's see. I think it will be fine to play something like d6 here, maybe. Or maybe it would be good to play c6 with the idea of d5, but black play bishop f6 now. The position is very difficult here, so black will definitely have some problems defending this. So what can white do here? Maybe white may play... Well, I don't even know. Maybe something like... The position is really difficult here. I would take the bishop, I would say. Because if we don't do this, maybe black are planning to play knight g4, for example. White decide just to move the bishop away, bishop f4. Maybe the bishop is also aiming on c7 pawn. So now knight on e5 can go away. But it's not a threat right there, and so black has time to make some move like d6 maybe. Or once again, no, I think c6 maybe is too much here. Maybe d6 with the idea of developing the bishop, the white squared bishop finally. So let's see.
Black's got the time, by the way.
Yeah. Black got
30
just
seconds.
enough time. Yeah. The position for black is definitely much more difficult to play, but and yeah, you see the time advantage is already almost gone, and to be honest, yeah, I don't know what black was thinking about, because d6 maybe was, quite an easy decision for me. So black has to develop the pieces at some point. So interesting. Black takes the knight and play queen h6 here. Yeah, and take the g6 pawn. So yeah, that was what black was thinking about. They were sacrificing a pawn on g6. But I'm not sure if this actually is a very good decision, because yeah, rook f8 now, and maybe now if white don't create some threats right now, the next move maybe is c6, then queen g7, or maybe even f4. Queen h6 is the move, so the rook is attacked. That's the threat. Black can play queen g7 maybe. Oh, that's a blunder.
Yes.
Surprisingly.
Very surprisingly. So now I choose another one. Well, I could try to make it all in English, but I don't think it's really necessary, right? Like, I mean, the site, chess.
Well, that's your decision.
Well, I think we can manage it now. So another top leaderboard game, right? I launch.
Yeah. Let's go.
Just to remind you, there is a link in the description. Wow, how fast! But it's.
Oh yeah, that's an opening. Oh,
It's
rook
an
b1.
opening,
That's
yes.
an interesting move. I used to play this variation myself. This is not a very often played move, rook b1, and now the plan for white is to, you see, Black, this is King's Indian opening, and in this one, Black has to create some initiative because White have the space advantage, for example, and you see there is a problem here for counterplay with the counterplay for Black because the pawn on b5 is placed very bad, so the c6 move is unlikely here, and the white square bishop for Black is maybe we can say is like blocked and is forced to defend the pawn, and the b5 pawn is very weak. So if White has time, White can just play like attack this pawn, like bishop d3, queen e2, maybe something like this. a4, interesting. So White is just playing to play b takes f4 and b5 now. Then knight moves to c6. And yeah, White just play around the fact that the initiative on the king side that Black is creating is not really this dangerous, because yeah, Black will need a lot of moves to create some real threats, and White's play on king side is already on, and yeah, g4. I think White can even just not react to this. This is not dangerous yet. So maybe just knight c6 here. That's the move. And yeah, now the c7 pawn is the aim of White's play here. I will not take the a4 pawn now with the knight. I think knight has to go to b5. Not now, but it will be a lose of 2 tempos to play knight takes a4 now. Yeah, so rook b8 is quite an obvious move here. I think the a4 pawn will be took by the queen, and then queen will go to a8 or a7 depending on situation. Then knight b5. Yeah, g3 is a sacrifice right there. Well, I don't think that this is dangerous for White in any case. You see, White has a lot of pieces on the king side, and I don't think some real attack will be going on here. This is not too dangerous. So bishop goes to h2, queen h4. So no real threats here, but knight f4 is going to create some problems for White. And well, maybe I was wrong about how dangerous this attack may be. No knight g3 move now because White will play queen e1, and this would be a victory. But yeah, Black just play a3, so the pawn is now maybe Black tried just to distract some White pieces from defending the king side. So now, for example, Black can play like, I know, a2. So queen will take on a2, and then bishop h6, for example, and bishop will come to play, and maybe this will add some spice to Black's attack. So I'll play a2 here differently, and then bishop
for Black.
Yeah. So knight f4 now.
Well, I thought the same. But
Yeah,
it's a distraction.
Yeah, White can play g3 here, but g3 will be met by queen g5, I think. Knight a7. That's a tricky move. Interesting. Yeah, bishop h6. Yeah, so now knight h3 check is a threat. Queen has to go away, and the next and maybe I think black is winning here because eating this bishop on c8, this is just too much time. Queen takes f2 and a2, and pawn goes through and black win the game. If white didn't play queen f2 and just move queen away in some place, black can play a2, queen takes a2, and then, for example, maybe not even a2, but to move the knight away, for example, knight h3 check, then bishop e3 check, then the knight on a7 is attacked. Yeah, now there is an easy victory for black, of course. There's an extra queen here. Queen a7, I think, is a good move. Yeah, that's not really important. Extra queen is enough every day of the week. So I'd play queen b6 here. Black decide to play knight e2. Well, maybe let's cast some other game. This is already obvious here.
I just check. Yes, I can draw arrows. I can point it like this, and I can erase it all. And I can also move backwards and like accompany you in showing different variants. Well, for some moves back. Okay, how do I quit back? Leave here, yes.
Yeah. So maybe let's look at this game. Oh, that's different color bishops.
No, it's like coming to the end because
extra pawns for white. This has to be enough. And 2 seconds.
But
so
like...
time is not a problem here. So 2 seconds is just too much.
But it's something really like tense.
That's funny. Bishop on A8 just didn't have a move. Single one. So the change of the leader here. So the guy from an MIPT is on the first place now.
Where can I look? Oh yeah, here I see it. VP setter. I recognize him. Like
I
of course see him in the first place. So I can
I know this guy well. You know, I'm a caster, so I have to become like I have to be like neutral, but it's hard for me not to root for the MIPT. Once upon a time, I was an MIPT student myself, so but I'll try to be neutral.
Yeah, you can name yourself, by the way, now.
Oh yeah. So my name is Arman Gevanjan. I'm a washed up FIDE master from Russia. Now I'm not playing chess anymore, just casting tournaments. So, and wishing good luck to everyone.
And I'm Kirill Zenin, and I'm just supporting with translation, organizing and supporting, and rejoining Arman here.
So we are enjoying the games. Hope you enjoy it as well, watching our stream.
Yes, we'll have these translations later, like next month. So if you want to see even more, you can think of subscribing to the channel. Not this one, but the channel in the description. MIPT Chess. This channel is it's a temporary. It's my channel because I cannot post translations right now on MIPT Chess. But the next
we had some
technical
issues. We had some technical issues, but next time it will be better. We'll keep in touch and we'll cast next tournaments as well. So that's Sicilian here. So white's position looking very good here. I'm not a specialist in this kind of openings, but I'd say that white has an advantage here. Looks like.
But black has a time advantage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So white are just keeping in mind some threats like knight d5, knight f5, something like this. Maybe some moves like I don't know. You see, if white plays f5, this will just give up the e5 square, and black's defense will be built around this fact. So knight will go to e5, and yeah. So that's there is really a lot of things to think about for both sides here. So white are playing safe, just playing a3, defending from b4, and just giving the difficulty of finding some move to black, and just this is trying to win some time, and the time is an issue here because black have an extra minute, more than that. Yeah, h4. So yeah, maybe black is planning to play like h3. Maybe there is also a resource that in some scenario rook may be even going into play from like h5. But let's give up a g4 square, and now white played knight g4, attacking the f6 pawn. This is met by bishop g7. And maybe it's time for some move like e5, some breakthrough. I think this looks possible, because this will be followed up by knight e4 at some point. Yeah, so maybe just e5, and for example, f takes e5, knight e4, then knight f6. Yeah. White think otherwise and plays f5. Well, I'll not say that I don't like this move, but I think e5 was better. Well, maybe e5 was met by f5. But I think there will be a knight f6 move there. So king e7 now, and I'd still play e5 here.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. I think white has, enough tactical threats here to have this kind of move. Knight d5 check was also... Oh no, knight d5 check was not good because e takes d5, e takes d5, knight e5, and nothing there. Yeah, so this is the same idea, but a different execution. Knight takes e5, knight e4, yeah, and now the f6 pawn is falling. No, queen is attacked now. So queen d4.
Oh, yes, I see.
Queen d4, yeah, knight takes f6. Well, but you see there is still a two bishops advantage for black, and the exchanges are going on, and also from tactical perspective, white's pieces are not very well positioned and defended, and maybe some tactics can occur here, and white are very low on time also. This may be a factor as well. I think black's king is quite safe here. So maybe the idea was not as good as I thought it is. I'd play something like rook from e8 to f8 right there, maybe. But well, there are a lot of opportunities here for black. h3, yeah, to weaken the king side of white even more. And yeah, that's very dangerous, because if now white played g3, then knight d5 check. That's a nice little combination. So now queen goes to g5, and this may be very dangerous. No, g5, white queen.
Yeah, white queen, yes.
And okay, I'm not sure if this is actually working.
Like you say, like this?
Yeah. That's actually working. So white are winning this game, because now black takes on d5, then queen g5 check, and then the king goes away, and bishop g6 check is the move here. Knight takes on g6, queen takes d5, and yeah, that's not the end of the variation, because now black plays h takes g2, and then bishop c6 is on the cards. If we take with a king or with a queen, That's very interesting. So now I think white has to play king takes g2. No, not this, because if black will take with the king, they will have rook takes e6 move. And now, oh yeah, white decided just to play for the rook endgame. I think that's a missed win, because if white took with the king, then bishop c6, rook takes e6, rook takes d6, and that was a victory. And now white only have an extra pawn, and the time is very low for white. I don't think that this will be enough for a win. This is a draw anyway, but with this low time, white can even lose this, I think, if they are not very accurate. So now a checkmate is a threat. That's very dangerous. I'm scared for white very much, because white is playing with the fire here. Rook d3, rook c5. I don't think that winning chances are big here. d5 is a very strange move, I'd say, because now rook on c5 is just like trash. This was not necessary. Now this is becoming dangerous for black already. Black has don't have many time as well, even less than white have. Rook g5 is once again a bad move here, and now white has an easy victory just playing. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. This is very strange, but white still have to have this game in their pocket. Rook d6. Now king has to go. What is this move? I'm sorry. This is just so strange. Rook g7. Yeah, that's still enough, I think. King g5. C takes d3 now.
Yes.
Move. Yeah, king d4, and now rook c7 is necessary. Well, this is still a victory. Yeah, rook g8. What is going on? Yeah, that's still a victory. I don't see a scenario where white don't win this game. So now, yeah, black even resigned because of rook b5. Rook goes on b8, and just pawn goes through.
By the way, we have 8 viewers right now. I saw there were like 12 or 11. And just to remind you, there is a link to the channel MIPT Chess in the description. Okay, let's open this one. Oh, he chose.
Oh, we have a berserk here.
Yes. Oh wait, that's because he has
king f1. Oh my god.
1790.
White misclicked and instead of castling played king f1.
Oh yeah, I see.
That's a tragedy, but yeah.
And he was not even in the berserk mode. He was not the one.
Yeah. Still so much time advantage for white because of the berserk.
But he's like 800 points above him. So it's
yeah.
So link in the description to the channel MIPT.com, and for Russians ссылка на канал MIPT.com в описании к этой трансляции.
Yeah. You know, we are going international right
Yes.
there. Oh, that's a blunder for white. Yeah, e4 is just winning here. That's a typical one. So now both bishops are attacked, and now e takes f3, and now black have an extra piece, and you know, a minute is more than enough.
But
this is very comfortable for black.
I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed win, because I remember when I played against a much stronger opponent. He was a berserk, and he blundered his queen, and then he got recovered and won it. Well,
yeah, there is always a chance, of course. There is always a chance, but yeah, I actually think that black are going to win this quite easily, because not only black has an extra piece, but also the position is very good. Yeah, and this move is once again a blunder. So rook takes f2 now. So queen d7, I think, will be played, and the checkmate is inevitable at this point. So knight e3 is a threat, something like this. I think white will play queen c3 check. Yeah, knight d4 now. Yeah, that's it. That's quite it. And now knight e3 will be the move. No, the other knight. Knight e3, yeah, the open check.
Oh yeah,
yeah, this threat is just amazing.
Yeah, I see.
Well, let's use this opportunity to watch some other players. So this,
Okay.
I think, this
Okay.
has
Yeah, I agree.
nothing in this game. Oh, once again, a new leader. You see? Oh no, it changed just right now. Maybe let's look at the guy who is in second place. No, to your left. It's the second place on the list. Yeah, we can. You're trying to find his games here.
No, I'm trying to understand what do you suggest. What do you suggest?
Oh, these guys actually didn't lose a single game. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I see. Like a careful player.
Yeah.
But
No
who do we watch?
berserks, just
Who do we watch right now? Like choose.
well, let's watch the the game you're.
This
Yeah,
one.
let's watch this game. This is an end game. Going to be interesting. So, very equal position here. But you see, this kind of positions are the most interesting to watch because every side is trying to find a way to create some problems and often creates problems for themselves. So there's a pin here, so white can't play d6 here because white can play d6. The rook is defended by the knight, so no bishop takes d6 move this time. That's actually very, very strange. Why didn't black just take on d5? Now this is quite dangerous, I think. The pawn is very strong. It also blocks the bishop on f8. But yeah, white needs some good plan here. I think the knight on e3 is misplaced here, so white has to find some way to place it better. Yeah, rook d4 is a good move. Yeah, now knight d7. Knight can't go on d5 anymore, so now we play knight c4. Rook a4, that's a pin. And yeah, this is a very difficult position to play, actually. It's so strange. This pin is surprisingly very dangerous. Now, now king is going to help the rook. Yeah, now f takes e5.
Now it's
and rook g4 now, I think.
G4.
No, rook h4 maybe even. Rook e4. Yeah.
Well, any play is better than this this one.
Oh, I think king e3 maybe. Oh no, not king e3. That would be a sacrifice. Oh, white sacrifice. Why sacrifice a knight here? Maybe this is just because of the time. They became too scary for white. Yeah, white just lose on time, and yeah, the position is already lost here.
For white.
Yeah, of course. I think rook h4 was met by g5. Yeah, that was.
I could try.
I think white could play rook g4, knight f6, and then knight takes e5. No, yeah. You watched it? Yes. Yeah.
I can show
Instead of rook e8, maybe we could play rook g4 or maybe even rook h4 first.
If it's h4, then.
Yeah, and now if black plays g5, I think we can play rook g4. I would say knight f6, and now knight takes e5 maybe.
Knight takes.
Yeah, knight takes e5. Yeah.
And it's protected.
No. Black will take with the knight. Knight takes g4. H takes 4. Now.
Knight, right?
Oh no, not h. Knight takes g4. Yeah. Yes. That's right. And if black now play rook d4, there is a d7 move. But now there is a bishop e7.
And what if he just
knight f6 in this case?
Oh yeah, I see. I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but black have a bishop e7 move instead of taking the pawn. Yeah. Back. Yeah. d7, bishop e7 here.
Oh, bishop.
e7.
E7. I heard d7.
And now, for example, well, this position, I think white can't lose here already because they at least can take on h6. This will be easily enough for a draw. But maybe there is something I just don't see. Maybe let's watch what the computer suggests for white after rook h4.
Oh, after rook...
41st move, rook h4. Yeah, and just let's turn on the stockfish and watch what is saying.
Oh, it's like here.
Up. No. Let's turn on the analysis button.
Where is it? Here?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it. So let's rook h4, and what's the reaction on g5? Rook h4, g5.
Sorry. How do I do it?
Rook h4.
It's not direct. Well, it's because it's...
Yeah. Rook h4, and now if black plays g5, what's the reaction? Rook g4, yes, knight f6, and knight takes e5. Yeah, I was right about this. Knight takes g4, knight takes g4. No. Knight takes g4.
Oh yeah, I always forget.
No. not in this one.
Yeah. Also not in...
Yeah, knight takes g4, knight takes g4. Now the computer thinks that black has to play h5, but if rook d4, what will be on rook d4? That's interesting.
Okay.
King e3, yeah, that's right. And if rook d1?
If and what?
Yeah. That's enough. So yeah, that's a draw. So we were right about this. That was a draw for white.
Okay, now we're
So,
going...
yeah, let's go watch some other games.
Okay. Well, maybe not this one.
Yeah, let's go.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
White are well low on time here, and the position is also worse for white. Knight e5. Yeah, that was not a berserk, so you see, if you play the berserk mode, you don't have you are not playing like 1.5 minutes plus 1. You are playing 1.5 plus nil. So now there are 2 seconds added for every move. So white were not on berserk in this game, and that's why this is still competitive.
So if it's a berserk, when it's no addition,
no addition, yeah, no
Okay.
addition. Well, this is going to be a draw, I think. But black has an extra pawn and an extra 1.5 minutes, so this will be quite a difficult task for white here. But maybe that was a blunder. No, not a blunder. Black still have rook d5 move, but yeah, decided to play rook f6, f5. Once again, black are playing with fire here. So some moves before this, black had a better position, and now this is looking very dangerous for black. Rook g8 is a very strong move, and now rook g4. Yeah, that's right. Rook g4 and rook h6. Now knight f4, f8 check. Yes, knight g6, and we take the h4 pawn. And now this is already an easy draw for white, but white can also try to create some problems. Oh no, that is...
So I mean, white can go for a win?
Yeah, but not now. Knight c5 is very strong, and now this is a draw, I think. But now white has to make the right moves to draw this. Maybe this even is not a draw. Now king takes f4. I think king takes c5, rook h2. And what's the move there? Oh, black decided even not to exchange because of the time, I think.
Maybe.
Knight e2. And yeah, 2 extra pawns now, but the king is, cut off, and maybe this will be enough for a draw. King c3, yeah, now king is going to b4, stopping the pawns. Rook b2, now a4, oh no, knight is attacked, yeah. So, knight c1, rook c2 is a move, and knight is trapped. Rook c2 is winning now. Why didn't black play rook c2? Well, there is still a chance to do it now. I don't understand this. Didn't rook c2 just win the game straight? Well, I think it's easy. It's always easy, like, to speak when you're not playing. So
Yes.
I'll try not to be toxic. Knight c3 is winning here. Knight c3, knight takes c3, and b take. Rook b2 is also strong. Maybe. And maybe not, because now if white succeed in taking in eating the a6 pawn, this is going to be a draw, and there is a chance, because yeah, now the pawn is lost and this is a draw right there. So weird. Black had so many chances and the time advantage. That's the thing, you know, if you have a lot of time and your opponent is very low on time, you sometimes you try just to force the things, try to play very fast, and losing some winning opportunities. So playing with a lot of time against little time is also, you see, a very difficult thing sometimes. So you have to hold yourself and not rush, just think and find ways to win.
And you see here, like, white offers draw, black declines draw. So
yeah, black, of course, black declines. You that will be a very sad thing not to win this kind of a game. So there was a victory.
But they say it's a draw
every day of the week, and now black has create some problems in positions that is obviously a draw.
Okay.
Oh, that's a little trick. King b7 was met by knight d6 check. Yeah, rook c2. So this will be a very long game. Let's see if white's technique is good enough not to lose this. Rook h5. So only 50 moves, and this is over. But this will be a very difficult 50 moves for white. Well, not very difficult. This is quite an easy draw, you know. But well, black are playing very strange, I would say. But still moving the king away. Rook c6 now. Rook a6, I think. This is never dangerous until the king is in the last rank, and this is the moment where you have to be a little bit accurate. This is not very difficult, you know, in any situation, because rook with the knight is not having a lot of winning chances, but you definitely can create some problems. Yeah, knight e4. So black are planning to defend their king from checks with their knight. King is slowly going to the a8 square, and if this happens, yeah, that's not a good thing. So now king is not even on the last rank, and now a lot of moves. Black will need to make a lot of moves to reach this goal once again. Yeah, king is even in the center now. Neutral to injury, and now I think 50 moves is it will be quite impossible to win in 50 moves, because I think we'll need at least 15 of them to move the king to the right side of the board.
And it's already half of 50 moves over.
Yeah. Once again, black is rushing for some reason. I don't understand this. If you have a lot of time, why not just think?
Well, black has no longer a very big amount of time. He has like same time
black
as white.
Don't use it. That's weird. I think maybe black is just playing for the blunder, you know, just waiting for white just to blunder the rook, or some weird checkmate. I don't know. This is impossible to blunder checkmate if you're in the center of the board.
Yes, so. And white keeps his rook in the corner.
Yeah. That's the 50 moves, and that's over.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
I'd say black had very many opportunities to win this, but didn't use them. So
which game now?
Well, let's open. Well, let's just open every time the first of the top games.
Okay.
We'll watch the different. Oh, that's a berserk here. So the familiar MIPT player is trying to win this tournament, trying to just be aggressive. And he has an extra piece for 2 pawns and a very little time. So 30 seconds is. I'll say once again, there is no additional time for white here, so it has to be fast. Rook going to a1 on the. Oh, that is very dangerous. Rook takes a7. Yeah, I think white has quite enough time to win this. Maybe not anymore. Maybe black could play queen e5 check. Oh, that's a combination. What's the point here? I don't see the point of doing this now. Black will play queen e5 check, and there is not enough time to win this.
And he just sacrificed his.
Yeah, I don't know why it sacrificed the exchange. I think there was no reason. Maybe this was just some blunder because of the time.
Yeah.
Well, bishop f5 is a very nice.
I waited something brilliant.
Yeah, that was very nice. Yeah, maybe if white are too fast, there is enough time still. Oh, if black takes on f2, black will lose because of rook e7. Rook takes f7 and rook takes f2. White can try and play g4 now, and rook e7 will be a checkmate. G4. No. I think g4 was a pretty nice try. I think black even didn't have a way to defend from the checkmate after g4.
Well, I can show it.
Oh, that's such a drama. Let's analyze this game.
Yes.
Maybe let's watch it. G4 didn't g4 just win the game?
Okay, where is it? Something.
Instead of rook e7 check.
Something here. So I don't know this.
No. After this, that will be on 35th move, 35th move. Now rook a2.
Now rook.
Black is a black's move, and now g4. Isn't this a checkmate? Yeah, that's it. This was a checkmate. Oh, that's such a drama.
And
yeah, king d3 and rook e7 is a checkmate.
Like
that's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, let's watch some other games.
It just started, so like it's a berserk.
Let's watch it once again. The berserk.
So MVP setter. We're not trying to advertise
against 2400 rated player. Just maybe white is just tilted after this game. Let's watch it. Maybe there is a chance. There is always a chance. G6, yeah. So that's a Sicilian. At least a good opening to just to have a fast winning approach. But also, this is very difficult opening to play. So you have to spend some time thinking. Bishop goes to f3, a3 now, I think. Yeah. Again, I'm not a specialist in this kind of opening, so I can just try and guess what's the meta here. So rook c8, I think, will be the move. Well, I don't even know. I don't even know necessarily what the plans are there. So yeah, let's just watch and learn from the players. The players are quite strong, so ratings are quite decent. So maybe we can learn something from this. So a4. Whites are trying to just attack the queenside pawns to force some move like b4, some weaknesses maybe. Black has to play b4, I think. I don't think this is a huge positional, win for white. I don't know why this is bad for black. I think this is just... Oh, maybe b4 is met by knight d5, yeah? So that's a tactical approach. That's interesting. Knight d5, and after the exchange, the pawn is lost on b4. So that's nice little tactics here. So that actually means that black has
And-
to play b takes f4.
Yeah,
And
what
if
about this one?
oh, the b2 pawn is lost. Yeah. I was inaccurate. Oh, knight a2 and so fast. So white had time to think about this and decided not to play knight d5. Bishop a6, rook c1. So we are attacking the b4 pawn, but I think black has enough tactical chances to equal this and maybe even fight for some advantage. b3 is winning here, I think. No, why didn't black play b3? Maybe I don't see anything. So b3 was catching the knight. Am I wrong about this?
Like, and
Nowhere to
well,
go.
yeah.
Oh, and time is almost equal here. Look at this.
Well, it's been for almost half of a minute since
Yeah.
it's been equal.
The only thing that separates the two sides here is that black has 2 extra seconds after every move, and white don't have this. So this will be dangerous. So some tactics going on here. And what's the result of it? Oh, white has an extra piece. Actually, very good result. But this is, once again, this is going to be not so easy to win this, because 35 seconds. And also, black has some counterplay. And that was some miscalculations here.
For white.
No, for black. Rook takes b5, and I think the idea was to use this pin. But if black wanted to use this... No, there was no way to use it, because if black played bishop takes d4 first, then rook takes b8 is winning. And now white have an extra piece. Yeah. Queen c6, queen f5. Oh, I'm so scared for white. Because white did such a good job of having this extra piece, and what a pity it would be if white don't win this. And it looks like this will be the result. h3 now. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll play bishop. I'll try to play bishop d4 if I have a chance. Yeah, that's it. And now after the exchange, the h8 square is attacked. And oh, I blundered, and the player blundered with me. A rook takes b5 is winning here. And even this move is winning as well. That's such a drama once again. White had their chances, but now this is so lost. Black can just play for time. Queen c5.
Yes.
Rook e6.
There
Black
is no
not
possibility of
exchanging the
moves
queens.
here.
I'd play queen e2 here for black. So queen b3 is good as well. Yeah, that's at least a try. Rook d7 is at least a try. Queen d6. Rook d8. Yeah, maybe. Oh, queen e3. Queen a3 is actually the only move here.
Oh. Queen of...
A3, I meant. A3.
A3. Oh, okay, yeah.
Funny that this even wasn't enough. So the final position is won for white, I think. White can play just f5 here. And white is winning because of queen a3, queen b8, and no defense from the checkmate. Once again, this is so dramatic. So if white had like 2 extra seconds, maybe... Oh no, I think
they want me to
white will still not win this game, because black will at least play rook takes g2 and give like million checks here. And this will not be enough time to win this. But yeah, that's a choice you made when you just played Berserk against a strong opponent.
Do you want me to show the analysis?
No, I don't think we need this. I think that's... Let's just look at the games. We don't have... You see, there is not so much time left to the tournament. So
well, this one looks.
Oh, well, these opponents have such a big rating, both of them.
Yeah.
This is very decent. Knight d4. So what's the position? material is equal here.
Mhm.
Black are attacking the king side. And did the player for black lose in this tournament? At least one game.
How can I?
Can we maybe right click this and yeah.
And how?
That's no, that was not a good way to do this. I
Yeah.
was wrong. Sorry.
Well, I can do it something like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
And oh, he's the first place. Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
He
he's
had
the first place.
no. He didn't lose a single
He-
game. Very interesting. Oh, let's move forward. Some moves were made already. King
Oh,
G2. See? Yeah,
like-
yeah, yeah. No. Let's move forward the game. Oh, sure. Yes, that's it. That's it. So very interesting position and very difficult to evaluate also. In long term, the h6 pawn is a weakness. That's obvious. But in the short term, black has some initiative on the king side. Maybe knight h5, f5, some move like this. c6 is black are trying to play d5 here, and look at the time.
Yeah.
So much time for black and such problems for white. 20 seconds is not enough for this kind of position. So now black may play d5, and this will be so like difficult to play. Black thinks otherwise. Play knight h5, bishop f2. Chill, just defending this knight g5. So no more weakness on h6. Now the h file is opened. This looks promising for black. So black may move away the g7 bishop, then play king g7, rook h8, or maybe just straight win by playing knight f4. Yeah, knight f4 is such a dangerous move, such a strong one. So now maybe just something like bishop f6 and rook g8. I don't think this is a good move order. I think black has to play queen g5 or queen g6, then bishop f4, and only after this, rook h8. I don't think this is a good way to do this. Oh no, queen h2 is a checkmate. What am I talking about? Sorry. Yeah, that's right.
And Darius stance is again.
Oh no! I didn't mean that. I mean that white didn't have to play bishop e1. Black had to play to move away the f1 rook, and yeah, bishop e1 was a mistake, and rook fd1. Yeah, right there.
And then it was.
And this was competitive at least. Wasn't I right? Didn't bishop f6 was better than straight the queen h5 check? Let's move at 26 move for black.
26.
Yeah, I think the check was wrong here. So I would play bishop f6. Is it? Oh, rook h8 is even better. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
And it's all over. No, it's
The king is cut away from just and can't run from the king side. Yeah, and queen g5 is just. This is an easy victory. So, but yeah, black won the game, and the result is the only thing that matters. So.
And black didn't lose
really
any.
Important. Oh, that's it. We got ourselves a game here. You see, in top games, Ray Holt against the Illustratov Semyon.
Oh, not this one, you mean?
Yeah, not this one, but this one.
Okay.
So these are two very strong players. I know the player for black personally. I'm not sure who is the guy playing black. Do I know him? I'm not. I'm not very keen on like knowing. Oh, this guy from Canada. So I can't know him. So, what is going on here? Take c4. Well, at the first look, white has advantage, and I'd say quite a huge advantage because of, at least because of the pieces development, and also white has a lot of ideas. Like, I don't know, I would play just, well, maybe that's not a good move. Maybe d6 is the move here, for example, or maybe, I don't know, bishop g5, bishop c5. A lot of good moves here for white, let's say. So we can play a long game here, yeah, and not give up the bishop. So just move the bishop away. Then we can play just play d6. When we can not rush with this one and don't play d6. But d6 is always a threat, you know, a threat that has to be considered in any move, in any situation. So knight d4. Yeah, rook takes f8, and black decides to sacrifice a pawn to have two bishops advantage, but yeah. Is this such an important advantage? So white has an extra pawn, and also, yeah, the pawn on d6 is positioned so well. The king is also placed very dangerous for black. Yeah, queen c4 and now knight g5, and that's over. Knight f7 is inevitable, and at least black will lose an exchange here. And after this, it's over. So knight takes c8, now queen c7 or d7. Yeah, d7, just like that. And yeah, queen d3 or queen d5. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I like the guy. Yeah, let's watch his game. The guy, the French player. So he's just not losing. Let's just try to find what's his secret.
Yes. And he is a perfect object for content.
Yeah,
Who never loses.
Once again, I know his opponent. He's a student of MIPT himself. Once again. If I'm right, this is Ivan Galaev. Oh, and actually, he has a better position, so he has an extra pawn against the leader of the tournament. And this position has to be an easy win for black, actually. And so now, maybe bishop d5, and then, yeah, bishop d5, I think, is a very strong move. Now, then we'll play rook a8, and rook maybe will be forced to defend the pawn from a1. This is very passive. And also, we'll have the bishop c4 check before playing rook a8. And maybe white will have to play king e1, and this is a very bad place to be in.
Well, I got lost from you.
So. I'm suggesting to play bishop d5, then rook b1, bishop c4 check, then. Yeah, c4. Yeah. Check, and I think now white can't play king e3, so white is forced to play king e1. And we may consider here rook a8 or rook d3, and this is any of these moves is just creates a lot of problems for white. Oh, that's little tactics. I don't think this was necessary. I don't think this is strong, actually. Yeah, but knight d2 was also not the best move, I think. Now, king on e3 is placed very dangerously, I would say. So now we can just move the bishop away, and rook d3 is such a strong threat. Well, why we have the knight e4 move, of course. But even the rook endgame is lost, I would say. And also, black could play c4 themselves. Now c4. Well, c4 looks strategically good here, because this will solve some. If this is not has some tactical punishment, this will solve some of white's problems. Definitely.
Yeah, I see.
So will we now just take on c4? Yeah. And now rook c3 is the move. Maybe. Black are low on time. This is dangerous. King d5. Well, to be honest, I don't like this move. But that's aggressive. King d4. Rook c2 is a passive move, and that's a no, that's not a blunder. Sorry. Rook takes e3 is no such move, because f takes e3 is a check. So yeah, bishop d3. So this is very difficult position.
Wait. I feel like
c4. Black could take the pawn, but they'll take it anyways with their king. Rook b2. Rook b3 now is winning. Black decide otherwise and play rook a3. Still has to be enough. Actually, black did a very good job of placing their pieces in good places, and you see even the h7 pawn is defended by the bishop. So black are not giving up a single pawn here. That's really impressive. And now f4 is a very strong threat, as well as bishop e4 check and all. Yeah, bishop e4 check is just winning because rook a2 now, and the king is so passive. Oh, interesting. Bishop c6, yeah, there's all. Oh, and now knight takes c4. Oh, that ruins all that was. All that black gained with such a strong play is ruined now, and now even rook takes h7. Oh my god, white are about to just maybe even win this game. h5 is a weak move. White had to play rook g7. Yeah, rook at a2 now, and maybe a king is still in danger for white. Rook g7, bishop f3. But pawn on h6 is actually so dangerous. King c2 now is a move, yeah. How is it stopped? So bishop e2 maybe? Oh no, bishop. I don't even know where I have to go. Oh, now king b1 is maybe winning. Or king b3 even. And h7, and it will not be stopped. King c3 is a move. Rook a8, yeah, that's right. But this is all already white have an easy draw here if he wants. But white can win, I think, by playing knight c4 check. Yeah, that's a move. Now, yeah, knight b6, knight d7. But is this a victory? Knight f8 is winning. Knight f6 is also winning, maybe. No, it's not. White had to play knight f8, I think. Now this is a draw. Rook f8 is... Oh, maybe white still have a chance here. But no, I don't think so. Oh, but maybe if white played rook b4 and then rook b2, maybe black had some chances. But now just g3, and this is an easy draw. Maybe not straight g3 because of rook b3. Yeah, king g2 first, and then g3. So this is strange. Why? Oh, no. What's it? Black had to play g3.
He's trying to maybe apply.
I'm not sure if this still is a draw. I think white can win now. f3 check is winning. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's winning. F3 check is winning. F takes G4 now. This is a victory. F takes G4, then Rook B3 check, and Rook B8, I think. This position is lost, definitely. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
This was such a strange mistake not to play G3. Actually, Black did play a very good game. At first they had an advantage in the position we were watching. Then Black played a very good end game, and because of the time, White found some opportunity to create some problems. And then, after having a very bad position, Black once again did a very good job of defending it, being so low on time. And after this, they still lose it. Black still loses it because of just not playing G3. This is dramatic.
Let's go over statistics.
Oh, we have 9 minutes left.
Yes.
And
Université de Montréal.
Yeah, and the French team is almost
led by Darius.
Almost secured the victory.
And MIPT Chess is at the second place, like always.
Oh, why am I calling this a French team if this is a Canadian team? I just
yes. Well,
this is...
well,
I didn't see the writing on the French language, and I just thought that this is a French team. But Montreal is a Canadian town, Canadian city. So
yeah, why?
How dumb I am.
Why does Canada carries a French name? Yes, I know.
Wow.
I remember when it was an MIPT Chess against somebody, I believe MIT, yes, the first one. We were losing, and then we won.
Yeah, but this is not much time now. Well, but maybe you see the competition for the first place in the between players is still on. Let's watch it.
Okay, and by the way, we're two universities with 0 points.
Didn't play.
Like you want to see this one? Like...
Whoa! Two berserks.
Yes.
Two berserk here.
And he lost the bottom one.
Oh wow. VP Setter is just wants to win the competition.
Wants to berserk.
Actually, he lost so many games, but I think he just takes berserk every time, and he has so many points.
He takes berserk every time when he wins, at least
look, he had 17 points, 16 points in last 4 games.
Yes, and you see like 3-3, and then he turns on the berserk. And then again 3-3 and the berserk. So I believe his strategy is to turn on the berserk when he's
and you see it's actually working, because the guy in the second place didn't even lose a single game, and the guy in the third place as well.
Yes. Well, he is taking the quantity over the quality.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Oh, where is a person from this university, I believe. He says, haha, thanks for mentioning that. We do speak French and English. Yes, I know, like in Canada it's 2 official languages, French and English. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry once again for this. This is just so strange.
Hello, international students and not students if you're not. So
let's watch something.
Yes.
Let's have some action. We have 5 minutes left.
Maybe something.
Let's just open. What game? Whatever you want. Open whatever you want.
Okay.
And we'll watch it. Just don't think too much.
Okay. Well, okay.
So
it's berserk.
Yeah, we have a berserk here. And what's the position? So material equality, and Yeah, white have a pass pawn on a3, but black have a very strong bishop. You see, white has 2 bishops advantage, but the bishop on g7 is very strong in these kind of positions. Oh, and now white can take the pawn on e7. That was not necessary to lose this pawn. But black could play knight c8 instead of rook a8. I think this was just like a blunder. Now white can play bishop f4 actually. Exchange this bishop and have a very big advantage in an endgame. Queen b7 is the move, and oh yeah, queen takes e4 is like a little tactics, but isn't bishop f3 winning now? I think it is winning because black have no way to defend. No, they actually have way to defend the b6 knight, but I don't think that this is. It can be like this. I think white may find some way to win. I'll play like bishop f4, yeah. Now queen b2. Now just exchange and play d6, and I think this must be enough. Just like d6, yeah. Rook d8 and queen e7, queen c7. What is the move? Rook d1 instead of all this. Knight c4. Queen c7, yeah, that's right, I think. Black are really seeking for an exchange. Very interesting. Yeah, but maybe it's just better, yeah, to take on c5 and e5 and have an extra pawn. And yeah, that's an easy victory because of the time, first place, and the second place because the knight is very bad against the pawn, you know, like the A pawns, B pawns, because knight is just has to block this pawn all the time, and white like has an extra piece. You see, black just resigns because he wants to he wants to have time to win one more game and have some extra points, because playing in this position is just useless because this is an easy win and also black don't have time.
Rezum Antonio is also Russian, so I might know him.
Who is it?
Rezum Antonio, the guy who just played.
You ask if I know him, yeah?
Yeah, like you said, you know every Russian player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's try and answer this question. I can't see him in the tournament, so maybe I have to refresh. Very weird. I don't. Yeah, here's it. Emasu.
And by the way, it's told that.
Oh, I know. This is not a man. This is a woman. Yeah, I know her. So, so what is the game we're watching now?
We are not watching any, but we can pick up. Oh, very sharp for.
This is a checkmate. This is a checkmate. Black actually have time. Yeah. Oh, I think this was a very interesting game. I'm so sad that we opened it just in the last moment.
And now the series are over.
Let's see the last game of the champion. So he'll be given an opponent now, and let's just watch it.
And how is, like, I believe, yeah, boy. So from which place? Like,
no. Let's go back to this.
To the beginning.
I think that he will be given an opponent now, and let's watch his last game. Not this one.
Yeah, I got you.
Will be going on now.
Well, no, it's.
Is he playing now?
I believe not.
He must be given an opponent, I think.
No, he's not. Like,
he's not playing. So let's watch another game that is about to finish. Yeah, let's watch this game.
But
so very low on time, both players.
Yes, and it's a huge advantage.
29 seconds, 28
for white.
Do white have time to win this? That's fun.
But we have...
If black wants,
free.
black can just try to win as much time as possible, and white will not have the points for this game. Knight f7. Knight f7. Yeah, d8 queen now. Pre-move. Rook takes d7. Okay. No, white don't have time. Yeah, of course, this is such an easy victory, but white just don't have time. Knight c6 is a good move as well. Now rook b4, rook takes b6, then rook takes the final pawn, knight takes the h6 pawn, and this is easy. Well, let's just watch the results of the tournament. I think white have enough skill to win this.
It's over.
Oh, that was so close, actually.
Oh yeah, we're catching it again. It's like the strategy of MIPT to catch at the last minute.
12 points is all the difference. This is not many points. So yeah. There was
And
also
also-
a competition for the third place.
MVP setter is far above the stance.
I want to congratulate the students of the University of Montreal. This was a very good tournament from them. You can see that second, third, and fifth place in individual are from this university, and that's the reason why they're the first place. Well, congratulations to them. Congratulations to the VP setter for such a good tournament. 59 points. This is such a big difference from the first and the second place. 14 points.
So now we like end the translation.
Yeah, thank you, thanks to everyone who is watching.
Yes, it's 9 viewers.
If you like the stream, so we can meet in the next tournament. This will be in like next month. Yeah, am I right?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm like streaming whenever I'm told to.
Well,
But
anyways,
watch.
we'll meet in the next stream, and so I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are looking forward to it as well.
Yes.
Thank you for everyone. I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
And so subscribe to MIPT Chess if you like. Where would be translations? I'm not sure, but some of them will be on English or they will not. And for Russians, присоединяйтесь к каналу MIPT Chess по ссылке в описании. Congratulations again, Université de Montréal. Where they speak French because it's the Quebec province. Well, now I end the stream. Thank you everybody to come.